In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up domain names for each of your lead capture websites. So for an example, this is the free list of homes for sale sent to you now lead capture website to attract buyer leads with. And the default, or the first page I should say, of this lead capture website has this long, ugly URL. And you don't want to use this URL in your Craigslist ads or in your direct mail campaigns or with Google pay-per-click or some of those sources. So what you actually want to do is you want to set up a domain name, buy a domain name for this particular lead capture website. Maybe you'd call it your area. So for an example, Gainesville, Florida, homesforsale.com, and then forward it to your URL of that default web page. And just so you know, if in the future we may add other options for you to actually change this URL out for your URL, so your URL becomes this site right here and it's loaded on your actual website. But we don't have that option available right now, and that's a lot more complex and a little more difficult to do. So at the time of recording the video, this forwarding option is the only option that's available, and it works great, and it's the easiest and quickest way to get up and running with this. So let me show you how to do that. First thing you need to go to is your user interface. And then from there, what you want to click on is, let me zoom in a little bit more, is website management, website, and their content, and then click under website pages. Let me zoom out. So on this page, for an example, right here, each one of these pages, or this right here, that's a lead capture website. And then you got another lead capture website here with 3 pages, one right here with 2 pages, so forth and so on. So you have like 8 or 9 different lead capture websites for capturing buyer and seller leads. So let's say I wanted to use this free home list website. What I recommend you do is you use GoDaddy, and there should be some banners below with some promo codes or discount coupons. I'm going to go look for some and find some so that you can use it when buying your domain name. Go to something like GoDaddy, this is what I use, and register a domain name. And then after you've registered that domain name, there should be steps. I'll actually explain a little bit later in this video for those of you who aren't more advanced with doing this type of stuff, and log into my GoDaddy account and show you how to do that. But once you go and you buy a domain name, what you want to do for this website is you want to go to the first page. So this is the first page that has the default web form on it. Click under View. And then what you would actually do is you would forward your domain name right to this URL. This would be the domain name that you would forward your URL to. So it would be whatever your domain name is, .com or .info or whatever it is, and you would forward it straight to this website. So if you wanted to forward somebody to the Free House Values website, click under View for the first, and this is inside of your user interface. Don't do this under somebody else, or don't forward it to the example I got, because this is going to be unique to you. This will most likely say your name here or your area or some sort of unique subdomain name. So this is unique to you. Don't forward it to my page here. I'm just in a demo account. That's why it says test 2 at the top, but make sure that you're forwarding it to whatever this is with your information, your unique information right there, which most likely is going to be your first and last name. So it'd be something like Calvin Curry. So pull up this. So if I wanted to forward a domain name to Free House Values, I'd click under View, pull up this link right here. That would be the link I would forward it to. If I wanted to forward forward a domain name to the Stop Foreclosure website, click View, forward it to that domain name. So what you'll want to do is any of these lead capture websites that you want to promote or you want to drive traffic to with direct mail or banner ads or Craigslist ads or Facebook ads or with social media, it's if you're giving that domain name out and you're not just doing a link to it, I would highly recommend that you actually buy a domain name. You can normally buy .infos on GoDaddy for a few bucks, or you can buy .com from anywhere from $7 if you're using a promo code, which I'll try to find one if there's one available and put it below, to 12 bucks on average. So that's how that works. For those of you guys who are not more advanced, or not more advanced, but you haven't done this as much or done it at all, let me actually log into my GoDaddy account and walk you through the process of doing that. For those of you guys who know how to do this, this should probably be a good enough point for you to stop watching this video and go take action and set up your websites with your domain names. So go to GoDaddy first off, find a domain name that you like. Normally keyword targeted domain names are good, or something that spells out what you're trying to say. or your offer is all about is a great domain name. The shorter the domain name, the better. Just a few tips. And then once you've bought a domain name, you've walked through the process, you want to log in. I'm actually logged in, but there's normally a login box right here at the top, and GoDaddy always changes their layout. So if it's not the same area, just look for it or call their number. They're really helpful and good at support. After you've logged in, go to My Account. Just click on this My Account tab. And from here, click under Domain Manager. So it's right here on the left-hand side, or at least while I'm shooting this video it is. And then once you've clicked under Domain Manager, you'll look for the domain name that you purchased. In this example, I'll use bestrealestatetips.info. That's just a domain name that I bought that I never ended up using. If you have a bunch of domain names, just search it right here, or click on your domain name. I've just clicked on this Best Real Estate Info. And then from there, you'll see this option of forward domain name. So I'm actually going to forward this domain name. Just run my mouse over this, click under forward domain. Let me go back to my lead capture website and get a domain name. Let's just say I'm going to forward this to the free list of homes for sale. I'm going to click view there. I'm going to right click and hit copy. And again, this is unique to you, so make sure that is your instead of test2, there's your name or your unique code there. And where am I? Oh, here I am. Okay, so from here I'm just going to paste this in. That's my URL. It already has this HTTP thing here at the front, so I'm going to get rid of that. If you want to make sure you got the right website, you can click under preview. That normally takes a minute for them to take a screen capture and pull it back and show you what it looks like. And then you also have these advanced options, which I recommend you use them because they're really easily. Forward permanently, you can select whether this is permanent or it's temporary. Just select that right there. And then forward with masking. Let me explain what that means. What masking means is instead of showing my title tag at the top, you can select, what a title tag is just this spot right up here at the top, and that's unique to you, so it's not a big deal if it shows that. You can mask it and have it show your own information there. So that's what masking is. You could mask this, for an example, with the, what is the other one? So you got, let me minimize this, make sure you can see it within the video area. So this would be the title tag. Let's just say this is cool, so you can see what this actually shows up. Description. The description area, this is if you wanted a description, like you wanted to change the SEO stuff, like the description and the keywords for your actual website. I'm not going to worry about that, but this is cool is one thing I'm going to do, and so you can see what it looks like with the title. Hit OK. And sometimes this is instant, like if I go and type this in right now, it may be instant, but other times it normally takes a few hours to do. Right now it's not done. But normally it will take between 2 to 4 hours, and it can take as long as I think it's 24 or 48 hours for this to take effect. So it is now forwarded. If I go and look at it, it should show that, or an update is being processed. Okay, so this could take some time. So that's how that's done. Be patient with it. Once it's ready, it should work, and your domain name would forward to the domain name you just set it up. So I hope that explains it. If you have any issues or you need help implementing this, you can go to GoDaddy.com, contact their support if you're having issues with inside of GoDaddy. If you're having issues with anything related to our system, you can always contact support, but it's very straightforward. Just go to each one of these first pages, click view, and forward your domain name right there, and mask it so that you can mask if you'd like to. It is smart to mask it so they won't see this big long domain name, they'll see yours. Even though that's not really important, that's something that you can do. So I hope that explains it for this video. There should be some coupon codes or banners below that have some information about getting some deals with GoDaddy. I'm going to go out and look for some of those and hopefully find you some deals. And I think that's it. If you have any issues, you can always contact GoDaddy or contact us. Have a great day.